Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Oops, wrong way. Jump on over to the Nerdsense channel. Click the subscribe button, click the notification button to get all their updates. Mike, what's up, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I got the day off, It's,
That's awesome. Yeah,
you know,
we both do. So I was stoked when you sent the message and like, yeah, let's do a collab beer review. Yeah, let's pretend like we weren't just talking off camera for a while. And yeah, so it's great to see you, man. Yeah. So
it's
yeah, we're
honestly,
doing. What's up?
honestly, I love doing these things. So it really makes me happy at the end of my day.
It's wonderful. It really is. Especially, we have the time off for weather, for snow, so we've been out there shoveling and things like that. So this is kind of a nice way to start wrapping up the day. All right, so this is a collab. It's Hot Butcher for the World with American Solera. I don't think I know American Solera as a. I assume it's a brewery. I mean, unless it's just a business they partnered with, but I doubt that. Infrequent Flyer Program, Simcoe, Nelson, and then help me out again, Mike. It's Savin? No, Savin.
Yeah, it's Nelson Sauvin.
Savin, okay.
Yeah.
Chinook and HBC 472 hopped India Pale Ale. It's 7%, Mike.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, a lot of them, they're 7.5 from these guys. So I'm super curious. And then the bottom, it's about 3 weeks old and close to the sun. So it's what's that, Icarus, right? Who flew with the wax wings, flew too close to the sun.
True.
So the
one that me and Sean did yesterday was an unusual ABV for them as well. I think it's because of they doing the collab. I wonder, who's who had the most pull in that brewery that day.
Well, and that way you kind of know as a consumer, oh, they are changing it up from what they typically do. So that's pretty cool.
True.
Proper glassware, so this will taste better. Trying my hardest not to look at the tasting notes till we get some stuff talked about. So it might be a hair lighter than those 7.5% ones they typically do, but it's pretty close, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a nice, light, soft orange, kind of.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, maybe a little bit more yellow mixed in than normal kind of a thing. Yeah, definitely a softer orange. Nice, barely off white head.
I got a couple of fingers on there.
You poured more aggressive as per usual. I especially right now, about half a finger at this point. So I'm such a Sean that way. But it looks pretty. I mean, you got a little bit of lacing sticking on the side and everything. I mean, definitely, yeah, it looks like I thought it would, except a little lighter. But yeah, should we get into the aroma?
Let's do it, sir. I mean, I'm not mad at that.
No. You have the nice sweet juiciness. There's some citrus, mostly for me in the orange realm. Maybe some dank kind of balancing out the sweet fruitiness.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting almost like almost like fresh squeezed orange.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of grapefruit, and I'm getting it's a little bit of grapefruit.
Yeah,
but I'm also getting almost like a white wine thing going, which I often get from Nelson anyway. Yeah. So not a surprise. And I mean, this is what Simcoe, Nelson, Chinook. I mean, with Simcoe, I sort of get sometimes that sort of that dankiness, a little bit of like almost an acidity or like a pungency. I'm not quite getting that, but a little bit of dankness though.
Because you can get that like cat pee thing from Simcoe. So,
yep.
And you know what's interesting with the Nelson? I usually get the white wine with a little bit of lemon, but I agree with you. It's more that fresh orange juice. I get some grapefruit. I definitely. I'm wondering if that's a mix of the orange and the what I usually get is lemon. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it smells phenomenal. I mean.
Oh yeah, for sure. And honestly, I think that I can sort of see what you're saying there too, because when I think of grapefruit, I like, especially in the nose, I do think of it as almost like a sharper, more bitter, aggressive citrus note. Yeah. So like it is, I could see almost that orange and lemon thing, honestly, like almost a Meyer lemon kind of a nose. Like I could see that for sure.
Yeah. Should we give it a taste?
Let's do it, sir.
Cheers.
Cheers. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's so
That's really good.
Because you're not sacrificing, when you see that different ABV, and again, not to beat a dead horse, but like when I see that 7.5, I know I'm gonna get that crazy mouthfeel from these guys. And you're not, it's not different.
No, it's so soft and like just pillowy and gorgeous, and just coats the mouth in such a nice and gentle way.
Yeah. I like what this beer's doing. I get that. It's kind of like the aroma. Like the first thing I want to talk about is that like orange juice kind of a thing. It has the fruitiness, but then it kicks in and it kind of dries out with that white wine thing for me. Kiss of the dankness I was getting too. Like so it kind of like, I don't know if I want to use the word balanced, but like it definitely checks the sweetness that I get initially in a very pleasant and refreshing way.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and I actually think that the dankness is a little more pronounced on the palate, and I'm way into it. I think it really works with that first almost spritz of juice you get at the front of the tongue.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the HBC 472 hop. I don't know that kind of stuff well enough at all. I don't pay attention to at that stage of the hop innovation, but it does have some of the flavors I thought it would because of the hops that are in there. But then it's to me, what's special about this, I mean, the mouthfeel obviously, but like, yeah, it's just it's a roller coaster in the most pleasant way. That might be over because it doesn't keep going up and down, but like it's like that transition is just so lovely. You think the beer's one thing, this is gonna be straight juice, and then you get hit with some other, nice hop flavors, nice IPA flavors that maybe I didn't anticipate on the initial taste, and it just makes it such a cool experience.
Yeah, and it's actually one of those things too, because it has that nice dry character right at the finish. You want to keep drinking. Like my first sip, I just kept pouring. I stopped for a second because it just invited you to keep going.
Yeah, it's a combination of the dryness and the like just refreshing, because it does have like a little, for me, a little lemony with the white wine. And it just makes me think of like lemon water beer, like if that was a thing. Like it's super refreshing, and yeah.
And the thing is that like the fruit character is just so bright. It is so bright and inviting, and it just but it washes away in such a nice and delicate way into like a really kind of beautiful finish. It's dank and kind of got it like that sort of pithy thing going, and that almost like grapefruit pith. It's really, really nice. I mean, I'm way into it. So like, it's tough. You brought this up before, kind of describing IPAs, because even if they taste different, some of the notes are, at least to my limited vocabulary, come out the same.
Yeah.
But when it does something like this, where it does have a nice bitterness, but it is nice and fruity, and like you wonder if like where some people think the whole IPA game is overrated, but God, they're just so yummy.
Exactly. No, and I was actually very happy because this has 4 different hops. I've had some lately where if there's too many different kinds of hops, it can just be a mess. Like it's not the product of the sum, and this, I do like what the 4 are bringing. I'm kind of curious to see the tasting notes. So let me read them off. Dank grapefruit, white grapes, tropical orange. I mean, I think it'd be pretty hard to drink this beer and not taste similar things to that.
Yeah, I think that's, I mean, we covered that stuff, right? I mean, I guess we said white wine, not white grapes.
Yeah, and I don't think it's grapey enough for me to say white grapes, but white wine, yeah, like for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't associate the dank with the grapefruit thing I was getting. Fair enough. And then the tropical orange. I think you hit on the head though. It is. It's like that fresh squeezed orange juice kind of a thing. It's just delicious.
I mean, if you were wondering how I felt about it.
I'm trying to save some for the Instagram picture.
I still have some in the camera.
Oh, dear,
So.
nice. No, this is phenomenal. This is really good. And yeah, to reiterate what you were saying, I mean, yeah, these can get, they're always fun to drink, but sometimes they can get taxing to review. This one was different enough, very easy to review and be like excited to review and discuss it and talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Cool, Mike. Well, anything else to add before we sign off?
No, no. I want to thank you for doing this with me though, because it was a nice. Even though I said it's nice to have the day off, I had kind of a tough day for other reasons, and this was a nice way to sort of wind down. And it's I'm glad you were able to find time for this.
Yeah, no, this worked out really well, and I know I'm better than Sean to talk to, so this is great, man. On that note, seriously, make sure you check out Nerdsense. Mike and Sean together is a wonderful pair, and I'll put their information in the description box below. So check them out. Nerdsense.net, I think, is the easiest way to do that.
Yep.
Once you're done doing that, check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. Don't you laugh at me.
I think it's funny that it's like Nerdsense first, and if you have time. I mean,
if you have time, if there's 24 hours in a day, you might have time to find, to then find my stuff. Was it No Hype Beer Reviews at Instagram and Untapped? And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.